And this is part three. And I promise this is going to be the last one. Okay. This is the last one. And if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to drop that down below. I will get the information for you. But again, this is not a debate. This is not a back and forth. This is just information for people who get their children vaccinated and they just don't really know what the disease is that they're protecting their children from. So I just think that that is information that everybody needs. If you're getting your babies vaccinated, you at least need to know what you're protecting them from. So, our next one is we talked about the rotavirus, where they get super dehydrated, end up in the ER, end up in the hospital. Our next one is rubella. Okay. During the last major rubella epidemic in the US, 11,000 pregnant women lost their babies. 2,100 newborns died, and 20,000 babies were born with congenital rubella syndrome. Now, we give it to our children to protect them. It's called, rubella has another name. It's called German measles. It is a virus, again, and it's usually mild in children and adults. But if the child gets it and the mama is pregnant, it can be very dangerous for her, right? So if the pregnant woman is infected with the disease, it can cause miscarriage, stillbirth, premature birth, and birth defects like heart problems, hearing, and vision loss. They can have some intellectual disabilities, along with some other issues. And guess how it spread? Sneezing and coughing. Sneezing and coughing. So we get them babies protected just so we can make sure that, um, we protect pregnant moms. Because how many babies arrive and they go to preschool and their mommy gets pregnant? All right. Then you got tetanus. Good old tetanus. Everybody knows about tetanus, right? Did you know that 1 to 2 of every 10 cases of tetanus are fatal? Did you know that? Did you know that? hmm So it's commonly known as lockjaw. Tetanus is a severe disease that causes stiffness and spasms of the muscles. Unlike other vaccine preventable diseases, which are transferred from person to person, tetanus bacteria are found in places such as soil, dirt, dust, poop, and therefore are never eradicated. Like you can't get rid of it. They enter through the body through any break in the skin, such as a cut or a puncture wound, or they can get it by animal bite. So there's no cure for tetanus. Treatment focuses on managing complications until the effects of the tetanus resolve. Most deaths from tetanus occur in people who haven't been vaccinated. We ain't trying to do that. You know them kids be out there eating dirt. So here we go. We got pertussis. Now, another name for pertussis is the whooping cough. And if you've ever had a baby or cared for a baby or been around a baby who has whooping cough, baby, that is one of the worst things you ever do. They be so pitiful. They be so pitiful, and you just can't do nothing about it. You just over there hurting and crying with the babies. Okay. So 7 in 10 deaths from whooping cough occur in babies under 2 months old. Okay. So whooping cough is a highly contagious respiratory tract infection. It's marked by severe hacking cough, followed by a high pitched intake of breath that sounds like a whoop. It's once you hear it, you will never forget what it sounds like. About half babies younger than 1 who get pertussis will be hospitalized. 1 in 4 will end up with pneumonia, and 1 out of 100 of the babies will die. Many babies who get pertussis are infected by older siblings, parents, or caregivers who might not even know that they have the disease. Whooping cough is still common in the United States. Between 15,000 and 40,000 cases of whooping cough are reported still today in the U.S. But we don't want that. We don't want that booger bear to get that at all. So, again, these videos are just to inform you, to educate about exactly what conditions or diseases that they are intended to protect your child from. Again, it's not a debate about what it's made from or any of that. Now, that's a different conversation for somebody else. So I just want people to know that, when you are getting those vaccinations, you're protecting your babies from physical harm, from death in some cases. We don't, if I can prevent my child from being paralyzed from the waist down because I get her a vaccination, I'm going to go ahead and do that. If I can, and it ain't just one condition that we protecting our babies from. You see, it took me almost 30 minutes just to tell you about it. So, if your heart allows you to protect your babies, if not, that is your decision. But know that they are exposed. They are exposed to all of these things. All of these things are possibilities. And when you don't vaccinate your baby, they put everybody else near them in harm's way, unfortunately. So do what's best for you, do what's best for your family. And I hope that I have helped somebody. All right. Okay. Love y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.